Welcome back. It's time now to talk politics, and we're going to the subnational. The Southeast, to be precise. It's just less than 2 weeks to the Anambra governorship election, and the stakes are high in that election when you consider the factors of security, the economy, and of course, concerns that the national ruling party wants to have a foothold in yet another Southeast state. But how is the ruling party in that state receiving all of this, and what's its own strategy that it has been deploying to ensure that it retains the state? Joining us on the program this morning for what promises to be an interesting conversation is, let's have it now, yes indeed, Mr. Obinna Emeneka is a former member, Anambra House of Assembly. He joins us virtually on the program. Mr. Emeneka, thank you for joining us on the program. Mr. Emeneka, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good morning.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for joining us. Let's start with what seems to be the biggest talking point coming from Anambra State in the last couple of days, and it's the governor's comment of a reward for every ward that is able to deliver in the coming election. Section 121, I believe, of the Electoral Act prohibits financial reward for voters. How do you defend the position of the governor amid the campaigns ongoing in Anambra on this particular comment?
Oh, okay, thank you. I can't really remember where the governor made a promise. But what I know, the governor said when he visited my local government was making reference to the strategy of the previous government in terms of encouragement that if...
One, to set up a special investigative audit committee to look into the activities and accounts of the Nigerian Football Federation from 2015 to date. Two, invite the leadership of NFF, both parts are present, to appear before the special investigative committee with records of activities, receipts, and disbursements from 2015 to date.
All right, so there you go. Following that viral news of alleged mismanagement of FIFA and CAF grants by the NFF, the Nigerian Football Federation of the House of Reps, you see there taking that resolution to invite the leadership of the NFF, past and present, to justify funds received. We have joining us on the program this morning a member of the House of Reps, precisely the chairman, House Committee on Sports, Honorable Kabiru Amadu, joins us live now from our Abuja studios. Thank you indeed for agreeing to talk to us, I believe for the first time after that resolution by the House of Reps. And we must commend the House for swinging into action very, very swiftly and all of that. But what are we dealing with here? How terrible is this for our image?
Thank you for having me, and also good morning. First of all, I think I just have to make some clarification here. This news, I think it was broken on social media almost last week. And so many people sent it to my WhatsApp before it even got to the house yesterday. I also, as a chairman committee on sports, I also did my own findings because I know it will definitely come down to the house, which came yesterday. The motion is a motion of urgent importance that was raised by a colleague, and unanimously the resolution of the House is the House Committee on Sports to investigate the alleged mismanagement of the funds. Like I said, there is some findings that the committee did before it even got to where it is. today, since last week. This project, the said project, it was awarded in 2020. And it's not only one stadium. It is two stadiums. I think one is in Rivers State and one in Kebbi State. The one in Kebbi State is the one that came to light, is the one that everyone is talking about. According to our finding, in 2020, the project was awarded by FIFA. Each member country in Nigeria received 1.2 million for sports development, because FIFA will not give you money to construct a standard stadium, will only give you money or grant to support development of a sport. So NFF wrote their own proposal to FIFA for sport development for those many stadiums, one in the north and one in the south. And after the due process between the FIFA and the NFF, the money were released, I think, in tranches. And as of then, I think the rate of the dollar is not even up to 1,000 as of then. So what we have found out entirely, or the findings that I got, entirely the money we're talking about as of then is around 500, 600 or 700 million. So 500, 600 or 700 million will not give you a stadium like that one that I saw in the picture that it was being compared, I think, from Kenya. That stadium from Kenya is not a FIFA stadium. It's a stadium that was renovated by the government of Kenya, because Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, they are the host nation of the 2027 AFCON. So because of that, the Kenyan government is undertaking the total renovation of all their stadiums across their country. So it's one of the findings that I think. So I think the news is not that too terrible about, especially this issue of the stadiums that we are talking about. But you know, it's brought from the social media. We also tried to get across the FIFA, and there was no complaint from the FIFA. Dissatisfied as of then when the project was started, and up to the moment that the project was completed in 2023. That's when the project was completed. And FIFA is been following up that particular project. But as a committee, there is so many nitty-gritty and gray areas that the NFF must explain. What happened to the other stadium in Rivers State? Who is the contractor? Because there is nothing about it up till this moment. So when this motion came up yesterday, definitely we are waiting for the House to refer to us officially so that we can invite NFF and wade into the matter. Then we hear from them. From there, the committee will go down to Kebbi, will also go down to Rivers to assess the two stadiums, then to also know the current situation at hand, the exact situation that we have at hand, so that the committee will ensure that justice must be done to both sides. So this is exactly what we have, or what is happening so far.
So when you say that indeed there are concerns following that social media post, but it is not as compelling as as it's being touted, are you saying that the NFF indeed has a case to answer on some level, but at the same time the FIFA grants are not as much as it is enough to construct a stadium as big as one that is constructed in a standard country?
Yeah, definitely NFF has a case to answer because the money was released to them by FIFA and they were the one that recommend the contractors for the 2 projects. And so far, we only saw 1 project trending on social media, that of Kebbi State. Then there is another one in Orubu, I think, River State. So you see, in the whole saga, the NFF must come out clearly and explain about the 2 stadiums, about the grants, about the contractors, and the progress of the other stadiums, the one in River State. And also at the same time, I'm also trying to clarify when the news broke, I think it was exaggerated because people were talking about 1.2 million up to date, $1.2 million up to date. 1.2 million up to date, we are talking about almost a 2 billion naira. So the money was released in 2020, not this year, not last year. So you see, if you compare the rates of last year and the rate of this year, it's not the same. That's number 1. Number 2, according to the rule of the FIFA cannot build or construct a stadium for any nation, like I said in the first place. A stadium to that standard of the one that is being compared from Kenya. No, FIFA will not do that. FIFA will only develop football. They have this football development grants, and that's what they call it. All right. You can choose what you want to do. A mini stadiums like this one that our NFF decided to do. You can also undergo training of coaches or players, whatever you can decide, but not to construct you a very, very standard stadium like that of Kenya. That stadium of Kenya, if you look at it, there is no way on earth that $1.2 million can construct that kind of a stadium. There is no way. If you want to do justice and you want to be realistic about the current situation of the world, there is no way 1.2 million can construct that kind of a stadium. But like I said, as a committee, yes, it's our responsibility to find out exactly what happened. Even if it is $1, it's the responsibility of the committee to find what happened. Yes, the motion, the mover of the motion also alleged that $25 million was released to FIFA from 2015 till date. It's also part of what the committee is going to investigate and find out. Is that really true? And if it is true, then what have they done with the money? But at the same time, I also want to clarify one thing here. People have their own auditors. If people gave you their money and you did not return their money appropriately, there is no way they will release another money to you. That's one thing that I want to clarify, and I want Nigerians to know. People money is not a money that you can just sit down and eat and walk away. It's not. All right. They have their own auditors. They have their own system that they can come down to. Each year, they come down to Nigeria and audit their account, audit their books, and make sure that the money they gave, that money is returned properly. Because I know part of the money that they are sending to Nigeria is for because they were the one paying some of the stuff of
Honorable Amado, we have to get in
logistic for players and what have you. So I also want to Nigerians to know that people has their own way of auditing their own money. Any money that was sent by people, they come down every year and audit their money. So it's not a money that you can easily take home or take away without that nothing will not happen. No, I don't think so. But that will not stop the committee to find out, to investigate from the first administration of NFF to the present, to know exactly what really happened actually.